toward Mike's Dog and Pony Pub to meet her friends. She spotted Jack first. Tall and lanky, he was leaning on the bar in conversation with Mike himself, who bartended on weeknights, and Skye paused just to appreciate the view. Maya called Jack a lean, mean furniture designing machine, unlike Maya's husband and Jack's partner, Sonny, who was built more along the lines of Thor. Skye scooted onto the free stool beside Jack and kissed his cheek. He smelled like soap. His hair was still damp from a shower and curled at the ends, dampening the frayed neck of his favorite t-shirt. "Hey," Jack said. "Sonny and Maya are in the back booth. I just stopped to shoot the breeze with Mike." Mike slid Skye's favorite microbrew toward her. "I'm trying to get his advice on some tear-off coupons to put up during Discover It weekend. Jack said he'd come up with something with some real pizzazz." Jack leaned back to reveal several paper napkins with scribbling on them. "Looks like he succeeded," Skye said, and took a well-deserved sip of beer. "A beer on the house? I couldn't say no," Jack said, and waggled his eyebrows at her. "Well, I wouldn't say no to you ordering a burger and sweet potato fries," Skye said, "and me tasting a few. I'm starving, but I promised Aunt Roxy and Hildy I would have dinner with them." Jack gathered up the napkins, folded them into his t-shirt pocket, and slid Skye off the stool. She just had time to grab her beer before his arm was around her waist, and they were making a beeline for their usual booth. There were way too many empty tables. It was midweek, but it was summer. Each year the burgers and beer got better, but the foot traffic got worse. Once the college students left for home, downtown became a virtual ghost town. It filled up again at midsummer when the tourists flooded in, but that was mainly because the town beach had a perfect view of the Newport 4th of July fireworks, without the Newport traffic and parking restrictions. The 4th was only a week away, and though the weekends were beginning to pick up, the local businesses were still feeling the bite during the week. But the town had a plan, starting with Skye's Discover It weekend. Enough fun to appeal to families and sophisticated enough to bring in the big bucks. But it was taking a huge amount of planning, as well as the physical refitting of the old family camp by the river to accommodate the 200 participants. Lots of planning, and even more persuasion to convince Herb Pritchard to delay the camp's sale until after the summer. Fingers crossed everything would come together with time to spare, and the improvements that Skye was making would add sale value to the camp for the Pritchards. "All done?" Maya asked when Skye slid into the dark green banquette across from her. "Yep. And I must say we had a very good June. And thanks to you, by the way." Maya frowned. "Me?" Skye noticed that Maya had pulled her normally straight hair onto the top of her head into an explosion of shiny black curls. When had she started curling her hair? Was it possible that Skye hadn't noticed? "What did I do?" Maya asked. "Sundays in the park with George?" Skye said. "Brilliant. Story hour with George Xenakis, he of the silvery voice, accompanied by Tizzy Lane's homemade ice cream and a golden doodle. It was bound to be a success."
"And messy,"
Sonny added in his rumbly voice. Maya snuggled comically against him, her petite, small-boned figure practically disappearing into his 6 feet of muscle. "Amazing how much ice cream a dog can wear after an hour of quiet reading," Maya said, and smiled adoringly at her husband. Skye and Jack exchanged looks. Their friends were laying it on thick tonight. "Well, here's something else to think about," Skye said. B. Clark came to take their order. B had been the pony's barmaid since forever, and knew everybody's favorite beer and their most deeply hidden secrets. "You not eating?" she asked Skye, pulling her pencil out from behind her ear. "Oh, right.